Explosiveness, break sacks 874, agility 80, quickness, speed we got 79, acceleration 77. So let's go ahead and bench with the week. Fan base, the coach staff, yourself, your teammates. I'll go with the fan base on this one. I'm gonna lean on them to help you deal with this pressure the first season. So go with the fan base. There's a lot of pressure, but I believe the fans here at TCU are some of the best and supports in the country, and I believe it will give me the confidence to play at my high speed. That's correct. So okay, we got a follower increase, gain 500 followers on social media. Not bad. And your academic advisor should come do it, baby. Yeah, that's on the series. So if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and follow for more content, please. Okay. Nice. Get that. There you go.
Come on, set.
Touchdown. Nice read.
Set. Ready, ready. Flare, flare.
Yes, sir.
Cricket. Ready.
First down.
Igloo, igloo. Ready, ready.
Out. Oh,
Spider.
overshot there. Okay, practice results. We got 17,000. Score to earn. We were supposed to get 15,000, so we did pretty good. Okay, probably gonna go ahead and upgrade the accuracy on this. Go ahead and advance to the next week. Should be our first game. So our first week, we got Stanford. We'll be playing at Stanford. Head to the game. Be ready for our first W. Gonna get this win.
Welcome everyone to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Gluck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the 8. First down for this offense.
Esteban Ramirez.
Just a play fake, now to throw.
Ooh, good
Grabbed
throw
over
to
the middle, it's Richardson. And he gets it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback check just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact.
We got to get this first down.
The transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
No way he didn't catch
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses.
All right, well, he didn't catch it. It's 4th and 9. We're going to go ahead and punt it. And they have scored on us 7-0.
TCU
quarter,
will send its
score
offense back
7-0.
onto the
We're
field.
down
They hope to
touchdown.
be able to cash in on this drive,
So
David,
we
after having
definitely
to
got to
punt it
score on
last
this
time.
drive.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Get a motion.
The give to the single back.
It's a
And
good
a
run.
pickup
Good
of
run, Cook.
8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the right, brought to the ground, but not. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. And it's
Good
caught
catch.
inside the 20.
Good
And
catch.
chunk plays are the name of the
Yes, sir.
game,
Good
and
catch.
they get one here before the defense finally
Make
makes
the
the
chains.
stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle,
First
and
and-
that's
first
how
and
we'll
goal,
wrap
guys.
up this first period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys...
There we go.
First
Ramirez
passing
goes to
touchdown of the
Williams.
season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of...
All right. Looking at his stats, we're at 71 completion, 80 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. Pretty good so far. Let's keep it up.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you make a big play?
Scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Williams.
Yes, sir.
He
Got that
was
first
running
down.
through tackles and picked up the
Third and
first
long.
down and
That was a 3rd and long.
finally
We
got
got that
knocked
first down.
down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Off play action on first down.
Pressure that
And
test.
the defense gets to the...
Hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
Oh, first I didn't see. That was a bad read. My point. That was my
He was
point.
trying to get that return.
My
going.
bad, coach.
Instead, he'll hand it to his offense.
Just gonna play it safe. We're gonna go with the run.
To the ground with the back. On the move at the
It's a
30.
good run.
And they
Good
drag him
drive.
down, but not before he picks up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A minute 43 left in the half. First half.
He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might
We
be
gotta
in
do
the
the same
next
thing we
count.
did the drive before. Get that first down. Just 3rd and long.
Snagged by the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as...
Wow. Not the way we wanted that to go. We're at 50% completion rate, 2 INTs, and 1 touchdown, 94 yards. And they
TCU
scored a
will
field
send
goal.
its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the
So
last
now we're
drive,
down by
need to
3.
take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, it's
See if we
2nd
can
and
get
10 from
something
their
going
own
for them.
25.
Down.
And he ran away from the defense to
That was a
take
good
it
play.
in.
Touchdown before the half. Yeah, I'll take that. We're up by 4 going into the half.
Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Football, like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gotta switch the play. I didn't hit that play. Hit an audible.
Looking to throw, it's Ramirez.
Get that first down.
Finds the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, it helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to hit McAllister and Williams on this play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense.
Get in there, boy. There we go. Second touchdown for Esteban Ramirez on his debut.
Offense getting set for first down.
Esteban is playing great so far.
Off the bootleg and rolling out.
Except for those INTs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Payne.
First half.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quarterback and run.
All right.
To the air. It's Ramirez. On the move, he fires. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson.
First down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
7 yards on that play.
This play call be on 3rd and short from the 46.
Little bubble screen for the first down.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet.
Sees no one.
He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone gets...
Shown love to all our receivers.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic. To the air, it's in his team. Takes it the other way.
Pick 6.
Touchdown, Stanford! How about that? Be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
Needed that turnover, and he's wrapped up and needed the football.
We're up by 3 right now.
Set on first down.
Going into the 4th.
Little over a anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start, offense.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Let's turn around real quick.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the
point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
I'm trying to hit Williams with this go route
to the air.
To the left. No, he ain't there.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
It's cold.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming.
First down.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll fire to his right.
There we go.
Makes the grab.
Good
Gets
play.
the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And what a big conversion by the offense there with the tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
Can get that touchdown. Step out of
And he'll
bounds.
step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a also drain that clock. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Already.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure.
Gotta score this touchdown.
Looking downfield, it's Ramirez. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown.
Go ahead and trust my
on 4th
running
and
back
goal.
here.
Trying to barge their way
There
in.
we go.
And he takes it in for the score.
Way to
Touchdown,
go, Cook.
Horned Frogs.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
All right, we're up by 10 in the fourth quarter. Minute 24 left.
He's looking to throw.
Wide open.
Toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
All right, so we've taken the victory here, 35-18. Just go ahead and kneel it, victory formation.
Just drain the clock in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to
Player of the game, Savion Williams.
But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just see. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. You definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very...
Not exactly how I wanted Esteban to play. He did throw 4 picks, but he did throw 4 touchdowns as well, over 300 yards passing. Can't remember his percentage, but I believe it was above 60. Drake Dabney, don't look on your social feed today. You and the team are getting roasted pretty bad. What? Why are we getting roasted? I'll just choose to ignore it. I know it's there. I'll just take the hit and try to prove them wrong with my play. I think it was because I threw 4 picks. That's probably why we're getting roasted. Your brand has taken a small hit. Best to ride these things out and not go on social media or look up the team or your name. The brand has decreased. So let's see if we could upgrade our player now. The only thing we could upgrade right now is elusiveness. So we'll just go ahead and do that right now. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Trying to see here. Guess we'll look at the team schedule, see who we got. So next we got Midwest, UCF, SMU, Kansas, Houston, and then we got a bye, and then we'll get on the road and play Utah, Texas Tech, Baylor, Oklahoma State, another bye, then we'll play Arizona and finish off the season with Cincinnati. So we're gonna go ahead and advance week. Got the first win of the season for Esteban, 5-star recruit coming out of Fort Worth, Texas. Karen Jones. Hello, Esteban. I'll be your academic advisor for your time here. Okay, I guess. Spend time each week studying. That won't always make you an A student immediately, but studying also prepares you for midterms on week 8 and finals week 15. If you ignore studying, your GPA will plummet come exam week. Finally, if you finish each of your first 3 years with at least a 3.7 GPA, you can graduate early and not have to worry about grades when you're a senior. That's good. You're gonna go ahead and strive to get that 3.7 so we don't have to worry about a grades senior year. So questions? No, thanks. Nope, sounds good. Thank you. Chef Sporting Goods. First, I guess NIL offer. This is our proposal for a 2-week contract for the cost of 1 energy per week. You'll receive 500 followers each week of the contract. Go ahead and take that deal since it's my first one. Sure, I'm in. Your follower amount will now increase by 500 twice over the next 2 weeks. Great. Alright, going into week 2, playing Midwest. This is a home game, so the plan is to win this game as well. The first official home game for Esteban Ramirez, like I said, coming out of Fort Worth, Texas. He's a 5-star recruit, general, field general, quarterback.
Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We've got a terrific matchup for
So
you
we got to
today.
get this win for our fans.
Tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Okay.
Looking to move it through the air. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.